Hello coders. Now let me see the different ways to create NumPy array. So before I start, I want to show you how to convert list to NumPy and NumPy to list. So here you can see I have taken the list1 as a variable with values 1, 2, 3. Then I have printed the list1 and also checked the type of it. Here I have used the function array np.array and I have passed the list1 object to it. Now also I have checked and they printed ND array. So now on the right hand side I have converted NumPy array back to the list. So now first I have created np.array with list1. Then I have printed the NumPy array and also checked the type of it. Now I have taken the variable name back to list, and with np.toList I have converted this NumPy ND array back to the list, and then I have printed list and also check the type of it. So now the ways to create NumPy array, the first function is arange, which contains 3 parameters: start, stop and step value. So here np.arange. So NumPy arange method returns the ND array object containing evenly spaced values with the given range. So np.arange function returns an evenly spaced values within a given interval. So for integer values, the method is equivalent to Python inbuilt range function, but returns the ND array rather than a list. So please remember this. For integer, if you pass the integer value like this, that I have passed over here, np.arange 5. So for integer arguments, the method is equivalent to a Python inbuilt range function, but returns the ND array rather than list. So that here you can see the different example. First I have taken np.arange and passed 5 as an argument. So it will start with 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now np.arange with start and stop. That you can see first one is inclusive and last one is exclusive. So that it is printed 10, 11, 12 and 30. Now in the third one I have taken np.arange 10, 20 with step value of 2. So 10 is inclusive and 20 is exclusive with step of 2. So it will create 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. So now another way to create the NumPy array with np.zeros. So now that you can see np.0, that here I have passed the argument 4 and I have changed the data type to integer because by default data type is float, that I will show you shortly in Jupyter Notebook. And then I have created 2D array with pass the tuple as an argument np.0 with 3 cross 3 matrix. So you can see it is created 3 cross 3 matrix of all zeros. So now another function is also there with np.ones. So that will create the array of all ones. So np.ones, here again I have passed the 4 and I have changed the data type to integer. By default it is float. And also I have created 3 cross 3 matrix having all ones. Now you can see in the second example I have not changed the data type to integer. Then you can see by default it is float. So in the next video I will explain the linspace. So before that let me execute this in Jupyter Notebook. So first let me import NumPy as np. So now first I will explain you how to convert list to NumPy, then back NumPy to list. So let I take list 1 with element 1, 2, 3. Now let I print it. Also you can check the type of it. Print type of list 1. So it's a type of list. Now let I take the variable NumPy. You can take any. np.array. Then let I pass the list 1 that I have created above with elements 1, 2 and 3. Now let I print numpy, so that you can see it's created an numpy array. So if you print, then you can't differentiate the normal Python list with ND array. So let me write only numpy. So now you can see. Now let me check the type of it. Print type of numpy. Now you can see it's a numpy.nd array. Now the next, to explain you how to convert numpy ND array back to list. So let I take numpy variable and create ND array with, let me pass the above list, right? List 1. Then let me print numpy. Now let's check the type of it. So it's a ND array. Now let I create the variable back to list. Back to list. And numpy dot to list function which convert numpy to Python list. Now let me print it back to list. Now let me check the type of it. Back to list. Now you can see it's a Python list. Now next, I will explain you arrange. So arrange. So let me take the same variable name np.arrange. So by pressing, if you put the arrow in this parenthesis and press Shift tab in Jupyter Notebook, so it will show you the different parameters or the argument supported by this arrange, which is start, stop, and step size and data type. So now, as I said, it returns evenly spaced values within a given interval. So values are generated within the half open interval. Means the interval including start but excluding stop. So start, the first argument which contain the number. Again it's a optional. So which is print the start of interval and by default value is 0. The next stop number which is end of interval. It is mandatory. And next is step size, which spacing between the values. Then what will be the output? Array of evenly spaced values. Here they have also given different examples. So now let us start. So arrange 5, right? Then also, so you have created 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 ND array with 5 elements. So now numpy is equal to np dot arrange, then start and stop. So now ND array has been created with 10, 11, 12 and 13. First is inclusive and last one is exclusive. Now numpy is equal to np dot arrange 10, 20, step of 2. So now here is 10 inclusive, 20 exclusive with step of 2. So it printed 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. Now another function to create the ND array. NP dot zeros. So let me write first numpy is equal to NP dot zeros. Now when you press shift tab over here, it will show you the supported parameters by this function. So which is shape. D type is by default float, and also it will show you the order C. What it will return? Return a new array of given shape and type, and which is filled with all zeros. So it will return array of zeros with given shape, data type and order. So let I show you. First let I py and numpy. So now you can see by default data type is float. So that we can change with d type is equal to int. Right. So now it is converted to integer. Let me copy and paste. Now I want to check the another data type bool. Then what will happen? So now you can see because of 0, all zeros are converted into false. Now another function np dot ones. So let me write numpy is equal to np dot ones. Shift tab, right? So when you are pressing shift tab, it will show you the parameters shape, data type and order. So it returns a new array of given shape and type, all filled with ones. And these are the different parameters. So what the output will be? Array of ones with a given shape, data type and order. So let me execute it. So 4. So now you can see here by 4. Also you can change the d type to integer. So now by default float is converted to integer. So numpy is equal to np dot ones that you can create by passing the tuple into it 3 cross 3. Numpy. Okay. Now you can see 3 cross 3 matrix has been created. So one function is still remaining that I will explain you in the next video, which is linspace. Okay, take care. Bye then.